Today I went to San Antonio. It's been about like 5 weeks, I guess, since I've done an update, and since I finished all my treatment. And went to San Antonio today, had blood work done, and a CT scan. I'll go next Sunday or next Monday to the doctor to get the results, to the oncologist. Overall, like, I feel pretty good. People are saying like I look a lot better, so I'm really thankful for that. Just to feel well enough to like that it actually like visibly shows. And I've been dealing with this time just not going and having treatment. I've been dealing with like a weird kind of depression where if I even think about the cancer, I'll like start crying. It's just been very strange, and it's been a transition to go from being scared moment to moment. I'm sorry, I have to do my bird. So sorry. Of being scared moment to moment and like pressing into the Lord, to walking with Him, not being in fear. And it's just different. It's a different transition, and it's not something I expected. I didn't think it would be difficult to like stop treatment. I very much wanted treatment to end. So it's been a strange spiritual walk finishing treatment. And I had this CT scan today, went in thinking absolutely nothing of it, like very routine. I should be very used to having CT scans by now. Went in to have the CT scan, laid down on the table. Everything is great. And they put me in the CT machine, and then I felt anxiety for the first time. Like, I haven't felt anxiety since I was doing treatment. And it was such a familiar feeling that the first thing it did was like drove me to the Lord. It made me afraid, and it like drove me to the Lord. And that was like a huge comfort to me. And it's hard to describe how it can be comforting to be afraid. And I just have the trust, and I know that the Lord is there with me in all things. And so there's just like a special sweetness, like when you're afraid, and I know He's like walked with me through all of these other things, and I know He's going to walk me all the way to the end. And it actually was a relief. It was like a relief to feel afraid again, and to like press into Him again in that special way. So that was really weird. I didn't expect it, but I came out of having the CT scan done feeling relieved. I actually like felt like the depression had like lifted a little bit. And I didn't even know if I would fully like call it a depression. I've told a couple of people that I feel like it might be like a PTSD. Like, I feel like maybe I'm like suffering like a PTSD. We also were back at our sister's house, who let us stay during treatment last night. And so today I just took a nap after we woke up in the morning, and it was, I think, really sweet. I think it was a very comforting thing for me to be there. So I think it was really sweet. The whole thing was a strange experience. Like, I was afraid I would dread going back just because of being so sick. Many times, like while I was there, just feeling so sick, so poisoned, and so weak, and so tired, and so nauseated and stuff. So it wasn't weird to go back at all. It was happy. It was joyful. So that was really awesome. I'll get the results of my CT scan next Monday, which will just, it'll just show if there have been any changes. It's not going to go into great detail. Hopefully in 6 more weeks, we're trying to save money to have a PET scan done. And hopefully in 6 more weeks, we'll be able to do the PET scan and find out exactly if the tumor is like alive or dead. So, or what's going on with it. So in terms of like the tumor, I feel really good. For a while, I felt like kind of sore in the area, and every once in a while I feel like a little twinge, but I think that that is the residual of the radiation. Just like literally like cooking the area like a microwave. So I feel like the area was just like a little cooked, and it's like slowly getting back to normal. I still have pretty severe, it's not neuropathy and still in the sense that it's painful, but I have really numb fingertips and I have numb toes as well. There was something on our bathroom rug. I tried to pick it up with my toes because I'm having some arm problems, having some arm pain, and it actually was a sticker burr. And it stuck in my toe and I couldn't feel it at all. Had to pull it out with my fingers, which I also can't feel. So yeah, that's how I learned that my toes are numb. They're still numb, and we'll just see what happens with that. It's not painful, so it's like minor inconvenience. I'm having some like intense pain from my inner ear on both sides. Down my neck, I think it's the nerves in my shoulders, and it feels on each shoulder as though one rotator cuff feels like it's damaged, the other one feels like it's torn. It's like pretty intense pain and very limited mobility. So yeah, it just seems like it's just a side effect of the treatment. I read that it can like it can kick off arthritis. It can affect your connective tissues. So who knows like what the chemotherapy did in terms of that. Everything else feels pretty good. And my arms are just they're in pain. It's a weird shoulder arm pain. So yeah, that's it. That's my update. Next week I'll do another one. After we go to the oncologist, I'll do an update, good or bad, see what he says. I feel pretty good. I know a lot of people are still praying for me, and I think that we're going to get to hear like a miracle that the tumor is dead. And I've just been praying, and I know other people have, that the tumor just disappears. Like I've been praying that it just disappears. So yeah, we'll see what happens next week.